Salve. I am Maximillius, Centurion of the 11th Augustus Legion, part of the Classis Britannica fleet. I've had my orders to come here today to tell you the reason that I ended up in the industrial heartland of Roman Britain, which I believe today is called the High Weald. Well, the reason I'm here, indeed some people say the reason for the Roman invasion of Britain, lies in the heart of this stone. Iron. An empire needs iron, especially one as big as Rome. It may not look like it today, but back then the High Weald was vital to the maintenance and expansion of the empire. Legions as far afield as the German and Scottish frontiers depended on the iron that we produced here. Scotland? Thank the gods I was never posted there. This place was wet and cold enough, but there you were indeed on the very edge of civilization. Yes, seeing what other postings there were, I was glad to receive my orders for Beauport on the outer edges of the forest of Andira. The ironworks here were rumoured to be the third biggest in the empire, and had the advantage of being within an easy ride of a busy seaport. It also had a reasonable bathhouse, important as making iron was hard, dirty work with all the smoke from the furnaces, not to mention the smell of 1,000-odd slaves. Obtaining metallic iron, as any child of this area must surely know as well as they know their own name, involves three main processes: extraction, smelting, and forging. There was a local iron industry here before, of sorts, but just by organising things properly, we've increased production tenfold. No more scrabbling about on the surface looking for lumps of iron ore, then moving on looking for more, as the local British tribes did. Oh no. We have slaves digging deep pits. They work much harder, but the problem with them is they just keep wearing out. You're always on the lookout for new supplies. Look, this is the remains of one of our extraction pits. Slaves took the rock mixture and, using stone hammers or mauls, pounded the ores to reduce them to as small a particle size as possible. They would then wash the ore. Lots of good fast-flowing streams in this area, perfect for the job. The iron ore was then finally ready for smelting. Now, to extract the iron, we had to put it in a very hot furnace. Burning charcoal produces the best heat, and the best wood for producing charcoal, in my opinion, is sweet chestnut, a tree that we Romans introduced to this country. Back to the furnace. Once it's hot enough, the iron, or bloom, pours out of the bottom. We call what's left the slag. We used to pile it up in big heaps or use it to surface the roads that we made all over the High Weald. They link up the iron sites, 67 I believe, I don't have the exact figures in front of me, to the ports such as the one at Bodium. Some of the major roads I see are still in use. Good that not all of our hard work was wasted, but the smaller roads have long gone, grown over with disuse. If your eyes are sharp and you use them, you can still find pieces of slag lying around in the fields and the woods. Returning to the bloom, once we have the unworked bloom, the smiths then reheat it and hammer it into what we call worked bloom. Ingots of iron that can be sent all over the empire to be turned into anything from nails to buckles to swords to arrowheads. I wonder just how much High Weald iron lies buried amongst the bones on battlefields across the empire.